friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Victoria if you are new here, and this is Time and Tenderness. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make pasta from scratch. So I am in my kitchen. I am already wearing my apron because I have already started today's pasta sauce, but I thought I'd pop on here and show you guys how to make actual pasta from scratch. Now this is a step up from my previous pasta video, which was a spaghetti dinner for beginners. So you can use that sauce recipe and try to level up your game a little bit and make the pasta itself from scratch. If you hear any background noise right now, my dishwasher is running. This is real life. It is Sunday in my house and we are expecting my father-in-law over for dinner. So let's get started with making pasta from scratch. To make pasta, you really only need 3 ingredients. The first and most important ingredient is flour. Now, the best flour to choose is the double O flour. It is extra fine, but if all you have is all-purpose flour at home, that is perfectly acceptable as well. Remove any jewelry that you might be wearing and measure out 3 cups of flour, which as you see here, I already did, and you're going to pour it onto a clean and sanitized workspace. After you've done that, you're going to be making a little well in the center of your flour. This is where you're going to be adding your eggs. You're going to need 5 eggs for this, and be sure to make your well large enough for all 5 eggs. You'll see in a moment that I kind of fail a little miserably when it comes to this. So this is my little failure moment right here in which all the egg whites start spilling out the side. I try to make up for it, I try to push through, but you'll see in a moment it just continues to get worse. Now, if you did make a large enough well, you should not have a problem. You're going to very slowly start adding flour on the sides, and hopefully a spillover won't take place like it did in my kitchen, but I pushed through. You just continue adding all of the flour. It is going to form a dough. You are going to be kneading for a very long time. This is not a recipe that is a clean recipe. You will get dirty. You will be kneading for quite a while. If you feel that the dough is a little too dry, add a little teaspoon of water. If you feel that it is a little too wet, add a little teaspoon of flour until it gets to a nice springy consistency. Now you see my husband making a little appearance, and once the dough is ready, this is what it will look like, and you will want to wrap it in plastic wrap and put it in the fridge so you're ready to use. So I have a pasta maker. I will link the one that I use down in the description below. Once you have it firmly clamped down, now mine isn't perfect, my kitchen counters are a little shallow. You are going to then take your dough out of the fridge and divide it into 4s. Keep the rest of the dough covered, you don't want it to dry out. And you're going to start passing the dough through at the widest setting. Yes, I know I'm struggling with the clamps in my kitchen, but my counters, like the clamps just don't want to stay on, but I make do. Once the pasta is passed through it the first time, you're going to do a little book fold, and then you're going to pass it through again on the widest setting, and then you're going to start working and lowering the settings down on the machine until you get the pasta to the thinness that you want it for your dish. Now it is going to get long as you start lowering the thin setting. So if it gets too long for you to handle, just cut it in half and start passing the shorter ends through. Now for the dish I was making, I wanted to make a very wide and robust pasta. So if you want to cut your own pasta after rolling it all out, you're just going to fold like I am folding after dusting everything with flour because you don't want it to stick. And then you're going to very carefully and very gently saw your pasta to however wide you want it. You want to saw it with your knife because you don't want to squish and pinch the dough together. And there you have your strips of pasta. This might be considered fettuccine, but it is really wide. Like I said, I wanted a wider pasta. After you unfold all of your pasta strips, give them a good dusting of flour so that they don't stick together, and you want to store them in a Ziploc bag so they don't dry out. Once you've made all your pasta from your pasta dough, you're going to add your pasta to a pot of boiling salted water. It should only take about 2 minutes for your pasta to be ready. Then you can strain it, then you can plate it, and then you can add whatever sauce that you desire. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week.